This is the time of the year that I show my tiny condo in all of its messy glory because I'm about to start my 30 Days to Spring deep cleaning challenge, but I'm going to be starting it a little bit early this year. We are currently 35 days before the first day of spring, and I am going to start today with mindset and just a tiny task. I have some news that I want to share with you. I'm just gonna park myself right here so I can multitask. I want to talk to you while going through this little drawer here. These are stairs that we had bought for Lulu. These stairs are great because they also function as storage. With a tiny condo, anything that provides additional storage is very, very welcome. The contents of this drawer are Miss Lulu's things. So we have her skull jacket, her snuffle mat, and a bunch of other things. So as I'm going through this, I do want to share a bit of happy news. We are going to be getting a puppy in less than a week, which is part of the reason I am starting the challenge early. There are a lot of things I want to tidy up and puppy proof before we get our fur baby. He is adorable. He is a long-haired Chihuahua, and I can't wait to tell you more about him, but I want to stay focused and continue tidying before I go on too much of a tangent. We have a lot of stuff for Lulu that we're going to reuse. We're going to reuse the snuffle mat because Lulu only used it a few times, probably just a handful of times. Of course, the pee pads and the poop bags and the water bottles we can use for new puppy. Then we have a whole bunch of stuff here. I do want to remove this little beaver toy. Every time she got her hands on it or her mouth on it, she would carry it around and bury it or try to bury it. She wasn't very good at burying things. I'm not sure why she was so fixated on this toy in particular because there were no other toys that she did that with. She had two buddy belts, but this was the one that she wore most often. We also had this larger one, which we may be able to reuse for new puppy. This one she didn't use as much. She primarily used the smaller ones. So I'll see how hubby feels about letting new puppy use this particular buddy belt, and everything else I think we should be able to reuse. So now this is completely empty. Oh, except for some more poop bags, of course. So that's the only little task I wanted to do today, but I also want to talk a little bit about mindset. So I'm going to move this stuff over to another part of the living room where we're keeping tons of stuff for our new puppy. Please excuse the mess you're about to see over the next 35 days. Our place is tiny and we have gathered up a lot of excess stuff over the past few years, and I haven't done any major declutters. So that's one thing I want to talk about as part of my mindset going into this 35-day cleaning challenge. I really want to declutter. Not only because I feel like getting a new puppy is a big change in life, so it kind of marks a transition. So I feel like this is a great opportunity to let go of some of the things from my past. I'm currently thinking clothing that I used to wear to work, books that I don't reference anymore, things that I don't use, decor that kind of just blends into the background now. Anything that I don't love that doesn't spark joy, I am hoping to be able to let go of. Of course, this is always easier said than done, but that is the mindset that I have going into this 35-day deep cleaning challenge. I tend to ramble on and forget all about what I'm doing, so I am gonna try to organize some of this stuff. We also have this huge basket of stuff. Some of this is Lulu and Truffle's old stuff, and then some of it is new that we purchased for the new puppy. I'm not gonna do a full haul. I think I'll just point out a few things as I take them out. We got a couple of treat bags for training. When we were in the locker getting Truffle's playpen and stuff for puppy proofing, we came across all of these random hats and masks, and we figured we could wear these to socialize puppy. We're not gonna do this on the first day, but I wanted to have them on hand so that we could wear them at various points during his socialization process. This one's really fun. I like this one a lot. We also have a bunch of blankets. These are a combination of Truffle and Lulu's blankets. I washed these a week or two ago, so they are ready for new puppy. And I'm sure Lulu and Truffle would be happy to share their things. They weren't really possessive of things like that. Maybe I should take this off. I forgot I was wearing it. It's actually really comfortable. We also got Puppy this new toy. So these toys I've read a lot about, but I don't think they had them when we first got Lulu, or maybe they just weren't that popular. It's this little hide and seek Seek toy. It's basically this outer piece, and then there are 3 little toys that you can put in to this bigger piece. You can have them stick out a little, and apparently dogs love to play with this thing. And this is the guacamole set. There's an avocado, a tortilla chip, and a lime wedge. We have this stuffy that my brother-in-law gave me. This one I thought would be really good for new puppy because it might be the size of maybe his litter mates, maybe a little bit bigger. And also there aren't any hard bits. So the eyes are embroidered, very similar to his guacamole set. And there's nothing that he can chew on. Actually, this might be a dog toy because I feel like there's a squeaker here. This is a dog toy. I didn't realize it. So this is perfect. Yay, I'm really happy. What else do we have in here? We have some washable pet pads, and this is basically a reusable pee pad. We have one in the crate already, and there's another one in here. His breeder uses these types of pee pads instead of the disposable ones. So he's not used to having the disposable ones, so I don't want to leave it in the crate with him in case he chews on it and swallows a bunch of it. In the crate, we're going to use the pads that he is familiar with, and then outside of his crate, we are going to monitor him and always be with him when he goes potty so he doesn't chew up the disposable pee pad. And then we just have a bunch of other stuff in here. We have a couple of clickers. We have a bunch of different chew toys and other toys that we got for him. We figured some new toys might be nice for him. We have this jacket, which I'm not sure is going to fit him just yet. I don't know how big he is, even though we do see him almost every day on puppy cams. We've been watching him for 2 months already. We decided we would get him right around Christmas time, and we signed the adoption agreement on Boxing Day. So it's been almost 2 months. We also have these 2 harnesses for him. They're in 2 different sizes. So I'm hoping this one will fit him when we meet him on Thursday. And then there's a larger one for when he, of course, grows. More chew toys. We have a bunch of different things for toothbrushing. We have this bully stick holder. I'll show you all of these in more detail when I start vlogging with him. We also have this towel for him for when we bathe him and then want to towel dry him. I bought these patches. One thing that happened a lot when we got Lulu as a puppy, people would run up to her and just start petting her. And when we went to small dog meetups where all the dogs are off leash, when people saw Lulu, they would pick her up, and she was dropped a few times. We were too far away to stop it, and by the time we got there, she had already been dropped. So I decided I would get these "Please do not touch me," and hopefully we won't have as many people running up to us invading the dog's space. We do, of course, plan to socialize him, but I want to do more consent-based training where puppy has a choice whether to meet people or to just observe from a distance. A lot of the training that I'm looking into now, it's a little bit different from when we first got Lulu, which was 15 years ago. Back then, corrections were still a big part of dog training, but now a lot of the training and a lot of the research leans towards only positive reinforcement, redirecting the dog to a behavior that you want. So there are a bunch of things I want to try in terms of training with new puppy. I'm excited, but I'm also quite nervous. It's been such a long time since we've had a puppy, and Lulu was like a really, really good dog. Very quiet, learned very quickly, and you just never know, right, with new puppies. They all have their own personalities. They all have their own little quirks, and us living in a condo environment, the vocalizations is making me quite nervous. But the breeder is quite confident that we'll be able to train him. She says this particular puppy is very, very moldable. He is very eager to please because he is so people-oriented. He loves affection, eye contact, always looking for approval. I'm so curious to meet him. Hubby is also very excited. He really, really loves dogs, and not having a fur baby really left, I think, a hole in his heart. I am going to get started bright and early. It is 6:30, but I've been up for 2 hours already. When I'm excited to do something, I wake up very, very early. The past couple of days, I've been up at 3 or 4 in the morning and just wide awake. I try to go back to sleep, but I don't think I'm that successful. I just ended up getting up at 5, doing some stuff. I've written morning pages, but I am going to get to my big cleaning task today, which is the plant wall. I'm whispering because hubby is still asleep. When I woke up at 4:30, he was just coming to bed. bed. His work schedule has been really wonky, so his sleep routine is pretty much out the window right now. But there are a few things I can do on my own while he's still sleeping. I'm basically going to move all of the plants into the kitchen, start clearing off the shelves and wiping those down, and then when he wakes up, he can help me move a bunch of furniture. It's the long weekend and I've got 3 full days of cleaning planned. Plant wall today, wall unit on Sunday and Monday, because we want to get puppy all set up and we don't want to be moving furniture when he's here. Let's see how much I can get done before hubby wakes up. It's been almost exactly 2 hours, so it is 8:30 now, and I've gotten a lot done. Hubby just started stirring, so I'm going to ask him to help me to move the couch and the shelving so I can clean the window area. I'm feeling pretty good about everything I've done so far. I've watered the plants, I've done a load of laundry, I've wiped down most of the shelving as well as a lot of the things that were on the shelves. I've moved almost everything off of the shelves and I've started to clean around the area as much as I could reach. So I'm hoping maybe 1 to 2 more hours of cleaning. But as well, I want to go through a bunch of stuff. Namely, we have many boxes of cords. It has been a few hours. Hubby and I had a really nice lunch. I took a pretty long nap, an hour and a half. And while I was sleeping, hubby went through his shelves and also a set of drawers. So he has finished tidying his things and now it is time to put everything back. It's 9 a.m. and I'm about to get started on another long day of cleaning. I'm pretty tired today and I'm also a little bit sore, especially my forearms. I have a lot that I want to do because I'm going to be focusing on the wall unit today. Specifically, I have the right side wall unit on my list. It's just going to be me today because hubby is spending the day with his family. He helped me move some stuff out of the way so I can put the ladder up to reach the top shelves. I just finished cleaning the upper shelves. I did this column as well down to the floor. All I have left is the TV area as well as these lower shelves, which does actually take quite a long time, even though it doesn't look like much. We're already at 11:30, so I'm going to make lunch. I was planning to have ramen and dumplings for lunch, but I'm on a roll and I feel very motivated. I want to keep cleaning and I don't want to stop for too long. So I'm going to have a bagel instead, and then I'm going to get right back to it. Lower part of the right side of the wall unit took me around an hour to complete and I was pretty tired after that, but I had a long nap and then I had my ramen and I'm feeling pretty good now. It's still pretty early. It's around 4:45 right now, so I think I am going to tackle the left side of the wall unit, at least the open shelves up above. This is going to be my last long day of deep cleaning before Chinese New Year and before puppy's arrival. The top part took me around 2 hours and hubby got home towards the end of it, so I was distracted and I just wanted to relax for the rest of the evening. So even though I did have a little bit of energy, I decided to stop and leave the bottom cabinets for today. It's been a few hours and I'm pretty much done cleaning for today. Very, very, very tired today. I took 2 naps, I think totaling around 3.5 hours. So after I cleaned the bottom cabinets, I had 1.5 hour nap. Then hubby and I had lunch and then I was still tired. So I had a 2-hour nap after that. It felt pretty good afterwards. So I just did a couple of little tasks. Because hubby had emptied out his desk, I went ahead and wiped it down with my Salsad solution. And the other small task that I did was empty and clean the shredder. So I'm feeling pretty good about that. I think I am done for the day because I was pretty exhausted today. Hubby and I might still tidy up a few things, rearrange or organize a few things. That is going to be it for this deep cleaning vlog. I'm going to take a break from cleaning for Chinese New Year, which is tomorrow. And then of course we are picking up our puppy on Thursday. I'm so excited. And once we have puppy, I'm going to keep going with the deep cleaning challenge, but the tasks are probably going to be a lot smaller and I'm going to pace myself because of course we're going to be spending lots of time training puppy. That is going to be it for this vlog. Thank you all so much for watching. I will see you again very soon. Bye.